see you in clinic on Monday and Thursday, but you have to go to lab at 7 a.m. on Monday and Wednesday. We don't have any Sunday lab draws. So when you go to lab at 7 on Monday, your clinic appointment will be Monday afternoon. That's because it takes us a while to process the immunosuppressant drug levels and everything else. If you go Wednesday morning, you can have an appointment anytime on Thursday because we'll have everything resulted by Wednesday night. If you live out in El Centro or not local, you would come in basically for the day. You could come in, get your lab drawn, have lunch, go by the beach. Before COVID, I had people would go to the movie, and then you would be in all day with us on Mondays and Thursdays. If you live not local, it's ideal if you have a family member or a place to stay for the first month after transplant because there's a lot less driving. You have to come in a private vehicle. You can't take Uber. We don't want you taking the bus because there's a bigger risk of infection. And for those of you who have transport through your insurance before transplant, not all insurance will cover transport after transplant. That's just kind of how it is through the insurance companies. We ask that you don't really return to work for 3 months or take any trips, away from the transplant center. One is the risk of infection. The other is if something happens and you're not here, you're then in pick a state where they don't know your history and you might not have access to a transplant center. We will happily help you and any caregivers fill out any paperwork that might, they need to be off to help take care of you. Depending on what you do for work, we might have you stay off work longer, especially if there's a lot of heavy lifting or exposure to people who might be really sick. We usually follow you for up to a year, and then after that you return to your primary nephrologist, the one who referred you. And then after that, we see you maybe once a year or so.